A traffic stop for not wearing a seatbelt turned into a trip to jail for a West Virginia grandmother.
But the reason had absolutely nothing to do with a moving violation. The grandmother emailed 7 on your side, and Chris Van Cleve is now taking action to clear everything up for this morning. Chris?
Well, Leon, failure to fasten clearly had nothing to do with it. Instead, it was all about a piece of electronics that Carolyn Marcus says she'd returned and didn't think about again until she wound up in handcuffs last week, facing a felony charge.
It's just like thinking that they saw their grandmother get arrested. It's just really, it gets me upset.
This West Virginia grandmother got pulled over for not wearing her seatbelt and ended up with a mugshot and spent the night in jail because of a felony warrant dating back to February 2012.
She said I was a fugitive, and I said, a fugitive from what?
As it turns out, a laptop computer like this one. She'd leased it from the Aaron store in Winchester in 2011. The warrant claims she failed to return it, but her receipt says she did, noting Carolyn Marcus returned laptop in working condition. She has met the qualifications for us. We can drop the charges. That didn't happen, and Marcus says no one ever told her about the warrant. So the paperwork you showed us says you returned the laptop in working condition, and the other paper you showed us says you're charged with a felony.
Exactly.
How do you make sense of that?
I don't.
So now she's cleaning her house instead of working as a caregiver for the mentally disabled. Because of that felony count, her employer put Marcus on unpaid leave, giving her 30 days to sort this all out.
So I've got it pretty much down to where I'm surviving, to where I can live from one paycheck to the next paycheck, and now that's not going to happen for a while. But that's okay. I'm a survivor. As my mother tells me, I'm a survivor.
Within hours of 7 on your side notifying Aarons of the situation, the corporate office called Carolyn, offering to send her boss a letter saying they intend to drop the charges. But those felony charges can't be dropped until Carolyn comes back to court here in Winchester, October 21st.
I've got to keep strong. I just got to.
Now, Aarons acknowledges an outgoing employee failed to notify the proper people about the laptop being returned, but there is some disagreement over when exactly Carolyn brought it back and if the court process had already begun. That said, it is looking like a happy ending as the company says it is working with Marcus to clear this all up. We have more from them online. Guys?